are ready to roll. If you guys, you can't even really tell that much until you see the second cushion here. We've been keeping this open for airflow. We definitely need to add a vent, or really two. One over there, one over here ideally. But that's an easy addition. We'll just leave that open for now. This is a beautiful rest area. I mean, the scenery out here is just gorgeous. And the sun rose right over here. Perfect view of this beautiful red sun because of the smoke, which I think has gone down a little bit today. I didn't mention this yesterday, but while we were at the Volcanic National Monument, went ahead and swapped these guys out to Anderson connections. The MC4s, the positive line, was melted, you know, into each other, so couldn't disconnect them. And I figured as soon as we need to, we'll go ahead and swap them, and there we go.
We could also wrap them in electrical tape to make it all black again.
Yeah, we could.
Blend in.
But here, it doesn't really matter. I mean, there's a license plate there and all that, so oh well. It's not a perfect waterproof connection as I understand it, but honestly, it would be kind of tough for water to get in there, and then I'd ran some silicone, you know, in the tops of those. It's not gonna hurt anything. That cable's getting slightly shorter, but it is one that I've already run once, so we can run again if we need to. Knock on wood. That was an easy enough one. You have to get them just right. I should have made a video on it, but I was just trying to figure it out because I'm like, why is this not, you gotta click them just right.
That's the first time we've used an Anderson connector.
Yeah, so we'll make a video next time, I guess. Today we're off continuing northbound in Colorado. We might have a fun activity if we can find a lake.
Fingers crossed. I think I found one. We'll see though.
Yeah. We found ourselves a Maverik here. And you know, I gotta say, I like Buc-ee's a lot. I do. They're kind of fun in their own way. Nicest bathrooms, I'll tell you. But Maverik, bathroom-wise, close behind. It is what it is. And often, the Maverik just, they've got dump stations. They're more RV friendly. They're smaller, but they're a little less chaotic as well. You don't have a cool beaver though, like a mascot, but I really like the Buc-ee's, but I like Maverik better. This is our first Maverik dump with our Escape 24. Man, and I'll tell you, so last night we didn't need to use the air conditioner because it got down into the 60s. Actually, almost a little chilly overnight. But this white, what a difference that makes. I mean, the blue was just so dark. It just soaked up that heat, and I've talked about it so many times now. The solar upgrade, that's working beautifully. Our batteries, of course, now that we don't have to run the air conditioner, you know, overnight, we can deal with it during the day generally, especially if there's wind. It's just not really been an issue, so that's good. Like getting out of Texas really, you know, really did help because we don't want overnight temps of 90. You're not going to sleep in that. So, though I will say, and this just reminds me because of the truck behind us, those rest areas sometimes, you know, when they separate them out, like RVs over here, trucks over there, you get a good night's sleep. Not so much last night and the night prior. It is what it is though. It's a free spot to stop, but it is nice though to get off the beaten path and maybe do some BLM camping here in the near future. We'll see. we are going paddleboarding. So we're somewhere in Colorado, north of Colorado Springs. And we got a hell of a deal on these. I think these were $120 each or something like that. This will be our inaugural trip out here. And it feels good to be a lot more active, because for a good amount of time, we were just sitting around, hanging out. But it looks like it's gonna rain on us. That will not stop us from partying here. We did test them out in the pool, so we'll see if we can do this in a lake. Got it. All right. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that water is chilly. There are a ton of other paddlers out here, but look at that mountain. Probably won't do it much justice on this video, but it is beautiful. It's an overcast day, so we're not just roasting here. It feels good. Cold's hanging out in the trailer. It's nice and cool in there with just the fan, so. I think the truck says it's 87, but it feels cooler than that in the shade. First paddling experience. Let's go. I do kind of wish these were more like a double-sided kayak paddle. I know you can pick those up too, but this has a nice extension and it's decent. This is way nicer than it deserves to be for 120 bucks. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, these are really nice.
Really, really nice.
I've got a compliment on mine. No big deal.
That is a nice day out on the lake here. Ah, beautiful. This lake is a little brown, but it'll do. I think you're supposed to stand on these, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. Oh, go to the turtle. Let's go find the turtle. I think that's an alligator. Oh, dude, that's an otter. That's an otter. That wasn't a turtle. Whew, it's a little bit of a workout, guys. Oh, look at him. See there. You can see him right in front. Hi, buddy. No, that looks like an otter. Oh, yeah. His home's right back there in the weeds. Yeah, totally lives right back here. I can see him. Kind of scurrying back there. Oh, it's a wildlife sanctuary. I was hoping to get a closer shot for you guys. I know this camera's, it's a 360. It's just not that clear, but. Oh, and if you're wondering, yes, not only do we have a floaty attached as a pole that's tucked into my life vest next to my whistle, but it's also tethered in. So even if it falls out, we've got two forms of security there this time. You gotta just, you gotta just steer that.
I'm trying. It's not easy to steer this thing.
Incremental improvements. I am now kneeling. I just brought my feet back. I had the confidence of being closer to the shore. Oh wow, look at us kneeling and shit. Yeah, for our inaugural trip, this is going great. I can just see us going down, maybe bring a snorkel, go down to Key West. That'd be awesome. On a beautiful day, middle of winter. Oh, that'd be beautiful, crystal clear water. They blend in. Oh man. I used to love kayaking. I used to carry kayaks with me when we had our Airstreams, and we just found we never used them. But these take up way less space. They take a little bit of inflating, but it's nothing crazy. Oh, so peaceful though. This is our wildlife habitat. If I can see anybody else in here. Still not to the point that I can stand up on my own, but I can at least kneel. That's something. Folks out here making out on their paddleboard. I mean, it is a pretty romantic. You're also so visible.
There he goes, standing up. He's gonna fall in. Oh.
Oh, you got it.
There's a lot of people that look easy.
You got a lot more bravery than I do.
That's why I'm in the shower though.
It's always good though, you know? You got your best, so have a good one.
You too, thank you.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. He's down.
Man, look at those beautiful mountains. All right, let them dry out here. They got a little dirty, but whew, what a sight.
That was fun.
That was fun. Man, what a beautiful lake.
It's nice that you can only use non-motorized boats out here.
Yeah.
It's literally just rafts, kayaks, paddleboards. That's it.
You know, it's more of a pond than a lake, but there are fish. There was otters in there. I used a 360 camera. I don't know how well that footage is going to turn out, but
I guess we'll find out.
I was not. I mean, I had that sucker. I'm not going to lose another camera. That's all I'm saying. But, man, my voice is getting a little hoarse, a little smoky out here, man. It's,
Yeah.
and on the elevation, it's a whole thing to get used to again. So.
It is a whole thing to get used to.
Well, we have a date on the 18th that we have to be somewhere, and we made an appointment for the 19th to get our truck looked at.
Yep.
At the whole trailer brake situation.
Yep.
But we're only like 150 miles from our next destination. Actually, I think it's like 130.
Yeah.
So we need to cool it and maybe find a spot that's good views, I hope. You have something in mind.
It's only 9 minutes away from here. It's the beginning of a very bumpy, crazy road, it seems like, and I'm fine staying at the end of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go check that spot out.
All right, driving through kind of an interesting neighborhood. These folks have some nice bits of land. It's kind of tough to see your neighbors sometimes with some of these spots. Big fan.
Everyone's got lots of like driveway space, yard space, room for RVs.
Yeah. My favorite neighbor is the one that's far enough away I can't hear them. You know what I mean? Vice versa. I don't want to be pissing anybody off. But you said there should be some spots along this road.
Yep, there's like a specific, like at the end of this, it's like a parking lot kind of thing, like a trailhead spot.
And right there it turns to gravel. So, oh, look at that.
Right there.
Recreational camping limit 14 days. Those are some interesting little rigs. I can't see any names on those. Yeah, those are cool. XT16HR, MDC USA. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like a popular spot. This was more like a date. People are just coming out for the day over here, so we could park over on this side.
This road really isn't bad. Some of the reviews for this spot said it was pretty janky, but I don't know. We'll see if we can find a little more private site. Just says no camping. It just says no fires.
Entering restricted area, forest information ahead.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take these bars off. I'll tell you though, I'm sure there are fans of these. It's weight distribution and anti-sway. It's the Trunnion E2 hitch. I'm just not a fan. I've talked about this a lot, but the way that they wear in, which you can hear, they're loud. They're a little cumbersome. Whether or not they work, to be honest, I haven't towed this trailer much at all without the weight distribution. On road, I should say. But we're about to go over a dip. You can see that over there. And it's really not too bad, but this system, I don't want to take this through that even. And one thing we're noticing is it's actually digging in. These plates are sacrificial, so this is how it's supposed to do. But it's digging in there. And, you know, we've tightened these down to try to prevent that, but that is just not, it's suboptimal. But also, let's see. I mean, they get rusty, they get nasty. Can you raise it up a little more? Just like, look at this. And just, you know, kind of look at that. I don't know. That just doesn't look very good to me. But also this, it's just like, I don't know, there's gotta be a better system out. We've been doing some research, and actually there's a groove that is dug in so much it's actually starting to smooth out. I'm suspecting because the ride is just different. But this just looks like crap. It's kind of messy, and it's just not, I don't know, it's just not great. But yeah, this is all metal dust, by the way. This isn't oil or anything like that, because you don't want to oil these. So we've been doing some research. BW makes a continuum hitch, which uses hydraulics. You pump it up so many PSI every time you hook up and unhook, and it's really easy. A little bit lighter weight than the bars, less to rust overall. A lifetime warranty on the hydraulic system. That's cool. About $1,000. Not cheap. There's another system though. It's called the shocker hitch. I think it's like a 1 year warranty, something like that. So a little different there. But it actually uses an airbag under here. And so because this is a stiffer suspension, it might be the way to go. Because it'll go ahead and instead of sending all of that motion and that energy into the frame here, you can protect your rig a little bit better. That it's taking its own bumps, but not those bumps plus, you know, some of this. So that's something kind of we're considering. That one should be, I mean, I guess 1,000 to 1,400 is what we're seeing for the BW. I think would be 1,200 for the shocker with sway. So I think we'd only need one shock, but there's a setup that has two, so why not? We're just kind of debating on there, you know, but we'll see. You know, it kind of depends. I'm not a fan of this. Digging in like that, it's not good. Yeah, there's that articulation. We don't have to worry about that. I know these are not off-road trailers, but they do pretty damn well. You guys have seen. I'm pretty happy with them. For as much off-roading as we do or don't do, you know, I think we do more than many folks will, you know, take their rigs on. And we actually made a video for the Escape channel recently showing how to polish acrylic windows. And believe it or not, it works very, very well. Like it was not bullshit. Like that's 100%. They're also super impact resistant. And there was a comment about like, okay, well, are the windows UV resistant, you know, like glass would be? Well, no, they're not quite as UV resistant as glass, but they will still, and you can get coatings and such, they'll last a long time. So that's not really a concern to me at all. You know, in worst case, later on down the road, you go get glass replacements if that's something you want to do. But I'm really a big fan of these acrylics. You know, but maybe that's the worst part about off-roading. It's like tree scratches or something like that. It's just not really a concern for us at all. And we just think you don't need that much articulation. You don't need the big beefy tires, you know, all that.
Let's read this sign real quick.
Let's go 4-wheel drive high. It's a little sandy out here. There we go. First use of 4-wheel drive in this beauty. Let's see. You can tell where the water flows out here, collects up. This trailer just fine for these types of roads, and this is the most we'd ever want to do anyways. So the 3,500 is doing just fine as well. No problems here. Also, this is the TPMS, working fine. We did have a weird glitch one time where one was showing like 159 psi. Restarted this and it's not done it since, so that's good. Also, we figured out what the alarm sounds like. We haven't been able to have it charged from solar, and I suspect it's because of the front tint here. So, but it just plugs in through USB. But it's kind of nice to know what our, what our tires are doing back there. And we don't even have the range extender hooked up, and it's doing no problem. Like you can actually see, it even shows us the temperature, 82, 84, 82, 82 for the tires. So that's good to know. Now, for those wondering, we're running about 65 psi in the front, 80 in the rear of this truck. That's what Ram recommends, and we're sticking with that while we're in warranty. Not getting too goofy on it. This view is amazing, though. I tell you, great view. See, I wouldn't even consider this much off-roading here at all. Like, this isn't crazy. Oh, but I am loving how this 3500 is handling. You know, I thought a little softer suspension might have been nicer, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is great. To me, you know, somebody might have different preferences, of course. You know, I will say as well, so we don't have that huge scoop. Little bump there, nothing crazy. We don't have the big old scoop like we used to have. That thing's dumb as hell. This is, I mean, this is still a big old hood, but much easier to see out of. And you wouldn't think like an extra inch would make that big of a difference. It does. It does. Oh man. Oh, there's even room for us to pass. Nice folks out here. Colorado's a beautiful state. I don't love that they have income tax, plus you have sales tax here. I don't know. I don't love all that, but it's a beautiful state nevertheless. These mountains are gorgeous. I love that you can see where the mountain starts. It just the tectonic plate just rises right up out here. That is so cool.
All right, we found a spot. It's not taken. Hold on.
And with the magic of editing, this is our spot for the evening. Isn't this amazing, guys? So check this out. So we got our, we're set up here, right? Being a little bougie, but look at this view. This is just, I mean, you can see the plains out here, the plateau. And then where the mountain just begins. We've got this incredible view here. And originally we were thinking, okay, we'll stay one night, maybe two. But we have a few days. What's the rush, right? That's our spot up there. And this great view down here. Isn't that something? Took us a few minutes to set up, but it's really not bad. We did have to use the aux blocks on these because these ones, we've been in more precarious situations, but these are almost at their limit, these back legs. And then this is all the way extended. Trying to figure something out. A little foot block here, but just so that that one is resting on something. So these are more solid. Got the awning out here. This is lovely. These hardly had to come down at all. And we did pull out the block initially, but we actually ended up having to pull this out because this is at its just about minimum position. I mean, it's like maybe an inch off, but it's gonna be hard to tell. But we're perfectly level here. North-south. There's a little, I think we're a little tilted down on this side, but nothing crazy at all. Look at that. You guys jealous yet? We'll stay here. We'll stay here a few nights. I do like parking the truck like this though, so we get some of that privacy. Just a little privacy. I doubt it's gonna be super crazy on this road, especially given that it's Tuesday today. So, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday we might start to see some traffic, but not a big deal. I can put up with that for free, right? Yeah. Look at that shot.